Hello, beautiful beings. I'm Mama Belle from Mama Belle's Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Tonight, I'll be doing a mind, body, soul reading for Cancer. The messages in this reading are for any part of your chart in this sign, with special emphasis on Sun, Moon, and Rising. Before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to say that this is a general reading and not meant as advice of any professional sort, including but not limited to medical or legal advice. Most importantly, I would like to say thank you for clicking here. If any of this reading resonates, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Now on to the reading. Hi, Cancer. I am still dealing with the cough. Thankfully, it hasn't been nearly as long as I had a cough for at the end of last year and into pretty decently far into this year. But I still don't like it. It still makes me nervous every time I cough that it's going to be here for a while. So we are going to get a card for the mind, the body, and the soul. We're also going to get a card for the overall theme of this message. Then we're going to take a look at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, for me, is the advice going forward. Then we'll take a look at the Sacred Creators. We are starting with the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. And then we'll take a look at the Sacred Creators Oracle deck, which is also by Chris Ann. So let's get started. What does Cancer, need to know about the mind? You have the King of Swords and the Five of Wands. What does Cancer need to know about the body? What does Cancer need to know about their body? What does Cancer need to know about their body? A whole chunk of them tried to flip out. You have the Nine of Swords. What does Cancer need to know for the soul? Queen of Cups. I really like that for your soul position. What's the overall theme? You have the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Let's try and keep that up here. And the advice going forward, Temperance. Okay. So, for the mind, you have the King of Swords and the Five of Wands. To me, this says that you are mentally clear. The King of Swords is above the clouds, and the swords also represent the mind. So you're really clear mentally that you're actually, what I'm getting is that you're practicing for something. I know that the Five of Wands can often be talked about as a card of conflict, but something that was brought to my attention by a couple of readers that I watch is that they're using wands to fight in this. So it's a practice because they're not using swords. They're not actually trying to harm. They're just trying to get better. So you're clear in your mind about how you want to get better with your mind. You are doing things that you have to practice, that you have to build up in order to get better at in the mind. And that's a pretty lovely start. You can't really go, in some cases you can. Some people are naturally good at certain things, but a lot of the times, in order to really build something, to be really good at it, you have to practice and get better. And that's what I feel like you're doing right here. With the body, you have the Nine of Swords. So to me, this says that you're feeling really stuck, that something feels like a nightmare that you just can't get out of. And the biggest example that I can say from my own personal life when I feel something like this in regards to the body is sometimes you feel like you're never going to get to your goals. And it feels like you'll be stuck in this spot forever, for the rest of your life. But here's the thing, the 9 is right before the 10, and the 10 is the end of the cycle. So to me, this says that whatever cycle you're dealing with, whatever issue you're having in your body, you're close to ending it. Not ending, not unaliving. Like, let's be clear, please do not do that. Please get help if that is how you are feeling in any way, shape, or form. I know it's hard. I know whatever it is hard, but you are worth being here. Period. If no one else tells you today, you are worthy of being loved, and you are so welcome on my channel. Back to this. It's heavy duty stuff. But to me, this says that you're almost to the end of whatever cycle this is. And it's important for you to remember that this isn't how it's always going to be, so long as you recognize that you have one more lesson to go, and then you'll be able to put all the swords down. You'll be able to let go of all these heavy burdens of whatever is harming you and making you feel fearful and like you're stuck in a nightmare. You're almost there, and I feel it. For the soul, you have the Queen of Cups, and what a perfect fit for Cancer, because this is your type of energy. This is water energy. This is the matriarch of the cup suit. To me, this says that your soul feels at home right now, very empathetic, very emotionally available, and ready to love others. This says that I am me and I'm proud of who I am. My soul is lovable and I am loving. Such a good card. For the overall theme of this message, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. To me, this says keep learning. Recognize that pages are students, so keep learning in the physical world. Remember that there's opportunities for more learning at your fingertips. You just have to plant the seeds and put in the work to really build that knowledge base. But you have to decide what you want to work on. You have to decide. And you have to do it without knowing for sure what's in each cup, what's in each opportunity. If it's going to end good or bad, you have no idea. You have to pick the path and go on it in order to remember and start building your 10 of Pentacles. If you want to build a legacy to leave behind, you have to be a student, put in the work, not knowing how it's going to turn out, and be ready to build the life of your dreams. The advice going forward is temperance. To me, this says a little bit balance, kind of like justice, but in a different way. You're balancing two things to create something new. So you're balancing hot and cold water to make the perfect temperature bath. This is balancing dark and light to create a beautiful gray. This is finding that extremes don't have to be, and polarizing things don't have to be our everyday. Remember to find the balance and that you can create things that are perfect for you. You're the alchemist in this situation. You have to remember your power to create and to build everything you want. This also to me says be patient while you build this. It takes time and practice. Like we've talked about, the 10 of Pentacles, Pentacles can represent years, so it can take a really long time. And keep practicing like we talked about. You have to find the balance. So now we're going to take a look at the Sacred Creators Oracle deck, also by Chris Ann. I'm going to be reading directly out of the guidebook. There's an essential meaning, which is as if you get it in the upright, as well as a self-care message, which is as if you get it in the reverse. I'm going to read both, and the message that is meant for you will resonate. One more shuffle. All right. Sorry if that was really loud. What message does Cancer need to hear from the Sacred Creators Oracle? What message does Cancer need to hear from the Sacred Creators Oracle? What message is there for Cancer? 2. So you have card number 31, Stop, Drop, and Ground, and card number 27, What do you really want? 31, Stop, Drop, and Ground. Essential meanings: mindful presence, finding joy, blending hobby and duty, blending, a pause in the day, connections with friends and family, exercise and self-care, nutrition, gifting yourself unconditional love. Self-care message: feeling undeserving of joy, learning to accept your past, releasing limiting beliefs, a need to spend time with people you love, taking notice when you are in overdrive, feeling overwhelmed, a need to relax. How long has it been since you gave yourself a moment to pause, just for the joy of it? If you have been caught up in the hustle or feeling anxious or stressed about the future, it's time for a pause. Full stop. It's time to ground yourself with self-love. Drop onto your yoga mat, drop in on a movie night with family, or drop into laughter with your besties. Seriously, your soul is asking for this. And while stopping and dropping can feel drastic, especially if you've been on the hamster wheel of busy for a while, it's also perfect medicine for resetting and realigning your goals with the path you are on. If you're taking on unnecessary work that feels soul-sucking, you need to stop. If you're repeatedly worrying about metrics, relationships, or money, you need to stop. Ruminate with Rumi instead. Grab a tea and play hooky from your to-do list for a while. Know that you are deserving of the sacred pause. Stop, drop, and ground isn't about sticking your head in the sand and pretending that everything is wonderful when it's not. It's not about chanting positive mantras when you're honestly feeling like muck inside. It's about finding the real happy wherever you are. It's about actively pursuing grounded presence today while remembering that it doesn't have to be perfect to be perfectly blissful. When was the last time you laughed till you cried? Maybe it's time to schedule a lunch date with a good friend. When you stop, drop, and ground, what do you notice? What have you been so caught up in the details of? Have you been so caught up in the details of what you're doing that you've forgotten your joy? Okay. And then card number 27. What do you really want? Essential meanings: finding clarity and purpose, uncovering why you do what you do, defining your trajectory, enjoying the journey, feeling your future results today and knowing that they are coming to you, being able to discern between what others want for you and what you really want for yourself, what your soul is asking you to do, tuning in to your intuition, guidance from angels, guides, or spirit. Funny because they've also got angel wings. Self-care message: working too hard for an abstract idea, not knowing when you have reached your goal, missing the joy of today, feeling lost or confused, not feeling fulfilled, being unsure of where you're headed, an opportunity to realign your life journey with your soul purpose. What do you really want? Really? Beyond the parameters of what's possible and what's likely, and beyond any constraints of time and money, what do you want? Regardless of your current situation and regardless of what you wanted yesterday, what's that big sacred dream that stares back at you when you allow yourself to indulge in magical thinking? If it seems like the dream is too far away to accurately conjure up in your mind's eye, then you've got some work to do. This journey, your spiritual and creative trajectory toward your what with your why in tow, is your life. It's time to ensure that you are enjoying it and that all your efforts along the way are working together to build that ideal reality that you have chosen. Be mindful that you are not toiling away at a tiny, superficial, or safe version that could never bring your soul the joy it desires. Be mindful of spending energy building something that will never be enough. Instead, define what success means to you and know how you'll feel when you've reached your goal. What do you truly desire? Only by clearly defining it can you finally see the path that will take you there. How does the success in your life help others, and what does that look like? What exactly does success look like to you? Abundance, prosperity, joy, and how does it feel? Clearly defining your goal as a feeling or as an experience will help you to understand what you are working so hard for. Name what you want. Breathe it in. Feel its presence. Write it down. How will you know when you've reached your goal? I like that because that also really felt like it tied into the Seven of Cups right there. Beautiful. I love when things tie in together. I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, as well as share with those you feel it will also resonate with. Again, thank you so much for clicking here. I hope this month brings you health, wealth, happiness, clarity, passion, and alignment. With so much love, I'm Mama Belle, and I look forward to doing your next reading.